Blake's back now. We remain under that 13 weather impact alert. Another day of heat tomorrow.
Yeah, another heat tomorrow. And then, Juliet, the focus of this 13 weather impact alert will be in the way of wildfire smoke overhead, and some of which mixing down to ground level. We'll get to that in just a minute. First things first, today was a hot day here at home, away from Mother Nature's relief. It's air conditioning at the lakeshore, if you want to call it that way. Temperatures away from Lake Michigan soared into the 90s. Several spots trying to flirt with the 100-degree mark. 101 degrees was achieved at Mount Pleasant. For much of West Michigan, along and east of US 131, upper 90s was the common theme, including 99 degrees at Ionia. We'll see if the number adjusts when it's all said and done, but 98 in Belding, 97 in Lakeview, same number in Big Rapids, Everett reaching 99 degrees. On average, we should be at 83, so Grand Rapids here in the midst of July, 15 degrees hotter than average. The record high today here on the 14th of July, back in 1936, of 102 degrees during the Dust Bowl era. We were only a few degrees shy of that. 98, the daytime high for Grand Rapids. This is reported at the Ford International Airport. This number hasn't been achieved in nearly 14 years. You got to go back to July 17th of 2012, over 5,000 days ago. Yes, we see 90s pretty much every summer here across West Michigan, but well into the 90s, 98 degrees. Yeah, that doesn't occur every given summer. Our 13 weather impact alert, well, we're right back into the 90s again tomorrow. The key here, away from Lake Michigan, but everyone will notice the poor air quality by the end of tomorrow and persisting into Thursday. So from the heat perspective, obviously want to stay hydrated, taking those periodic breaks inside, and we want to limit the amount of exertion we're using on our body, both in the way of heat and that poor air quality that will be felt outside late tomorrow into Thursday. 13 weather ball is solid green, no change foreseen. Sunny skies will continue tomorrow, but eventually being replaced by smoky skies. 13 weather ball brought to you by West Shore Home. Temperatures tonight falling into the lower 70s. Tomorrow, our warmest spots, our hottest spots, into the middle to upper 90s. Now, the wind remains onshore tomorrow, out of the west, even turning to the north and west, so that likely means our lakeshore communities will be cooler in perspective to those inland tomorrow. Upper 80s to around 90 degrees, away from Lake Michigan's influence, into the 90s, with those from a Big Rapids to Grand Rapids line eastward likely soaring into the upper 90s, perhaps a spot or two trying to flirt with 100 degrees once again. Blue sky is the key, or is the common theme here as we're pushing into this Tuesday evening, as the heat dome, the ridge of high pressure, is fully established just to our west. Now, in due time, as the days go on, this area of high pressure will start to drift a little bit back to the west, and that will allow its clockwise flow to really settle into West Michigan. Here's the thing. This also means that the ongoing wildfires, the out-of-control wildfires that are north of Thunder Bay, north of Lake Superior. You can see these individually on satellite here. You see the plumes of smoke. Well, the plumes of smoke are going to ride along that clockwise flow of this ridge of high pressure. What does that mean? Well, the smoke is going to work its way through the state of Michigan the next couple days. Here's a better look at a product that tries to indicate how much smoke will mix down to ground level. We'll obviously have smoke aloft in our atmosphere as this plume comes down, but by the end of tomorrow, this is just shy of sunset tomorrow, we'll likely see widespread smoke aloft and even near ground level here at home, and will persist in some capacity tomorrow night into Thursday. Because of that, there is an air quality alert all across the state of Michigan, including West Michigan, for tomorrow. I would assume this will be extended into Thursday, because we'll likely see air quality drop into that unhealthy for some individuals category, meaning those that have respiratory issues or broader health issues in general. We may see the air quality worsen to that unhealthy category for all individuals, depending on how much smoke does mix down to the surface. So the bottom line here is that Wednesday's our 13 weather impact alert. Thursday should be highlighted in red as well because of that mixture of heat and smoke. Yeah, just a little bit of everything this week, it seems like. Temperatures tomorrow, upper 80s to around 90 at the lakeshore. Away from Lake Michigan, well into the 90s once again. We'll see if a spot or two can try to crack 100 tomorrow, Juliet. But everyone, regardless of your temperature, will notice the smoky skies by the end of the day. 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. That smoke sticks around on Thursday. We'll see if it persists Friday into the weekend. For now, we're just including tomorrow, later in the day, and Thursday. A few spotty thunderstorms Friday and Saturday, drying out on Sunday, and eventually temperatures falling back into the 80s across the board late in the weekend, early next week.
So just hang in there with the heat and the smoke because it's going to go away.
Exactly.
Thank you, Blake.